Hi, friends. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy for the third episode of 2021. It is January 3rd. Happy birthday to my ex-boyfriend. And also, happy episode 294 of Quarantine, I believe. I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. We could use a little fun in our lives, a little something to look forward to. And by we, I mean me, but I also think the rock stars. So today we're talking about 21 things to look forward to in 2021. I want to hear from you guys what you're looking forward to most, whether that's in your personal lives or professional lives or whether it's entertainment or what. Let me know. Get those Streamlabs in, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar, and also in the super chat as well. And we'll just talk about things that get us going this year, because 2021 is not 2020. And I just got off an hour on that bike and then eaten my pretty healthy lunch. I had some brown rice, some veggies, and chicken all together in like a stir fry, and it's fucking delicious. And I'm getting my endorphins going, and I'm doing everything it takes to get back that happy, spunky 2021 version of Rocks. So yeah. That's what we're going to be doing today. So get your things in early. I'm going to start with the Streamlabs of today's show, and then we will just break down this list. I made a list. Obviously, it's very subjective because I just picked 21 things that I was looking forward to this year, but they're all things I think you guys will be looking forward to as well. But we will see. You guys will let me know. And if I say things that I'm looking forward to and you're not looking forward to, then no worries. Not here to yuck anybody's yum. I know you guys aren't here to do that to me either. Oh boy, wow. Coming in hot late last night, Jake Yacovetta in the house, who said, "Holy stimulus, Batman," with that huge support. Thank you. I really appreciate that, because I need the support this year. I have still not found an apartment. We are getting down to crunch time, and I'm getting into fucked territory, and I just can't afford what's out there. Well, I can, but I told you guys I'm really trying to get a second room because I live in a tiny garage, and I really would like to be able to create a studio, because right now, for those of you guys who don't know, you are on my kitchen table, which means that that's where I keep this all the time, which means that I don't have a table. I just have this. So that's how that's been working. So thank you, Jake, for that support, and everybody in here. You guys are freaking awesome, including you, Glenn Caesar. Glenn Caesar says, "Hello and good afternoon, Roxy. Love you. Thanks for hanging out with us on this hopefully happy World Girl Sunday." Yeah. Peace, love, bunnies, and hugs to you and the Rockstars band. Cheers to a great 2021. Lots of fuck yeah news. Happy belated birthday to Legoland. What? Glenn also said, "As always, I feel that we can all, or I hope that we can all find and feel some joy in each of our days, our weeks, our months, and our years." Well, especially in 2021, baby. Don't ever forget, when it gets tough, we are not alone, even if we are by ourselves. The Rockstars and the World Friends communities are here for you. Remember, everyone, you are kind, you are smart, you're important, you are worthy. So keep on being your terrific selves, because we appreciate you. As always, smash cancer. Keep up the fight, Smets, and everyone else who's battling. We are with you. Absolutely. Also, on that note, Brett Hankinson, Miles Cosgrove, Jonathan Mangley, the rest of the cops who killed Breonna Taylor, all three of them for killing Breonna Taylor. We're making some headway, but not enough. So we're going to keep fighting that good fight. Also, I see Lloyd Nance in the house, my first super chatter ever, coming in the Streamlabs. Says, "Hi, Roxy. Happy Sunday. You are the best." Thanks, Lloyd. I appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys. Shout outs to some people in the chat before we get to these 21 things. And maybe I'm in a little bit of a chipper mood because the Patriots aren't great, but at least we didn't fucking lose today. So there's that. Bruce Banner, Andrew Thomas, Mohammed Belstein, Glenn Caesar, Rob K, Thunder God Cairo, Manny Gonzalez, Lloyd Nance, Joseph Ashley, Daryl Lay, John G, Redford Reddington, John Get Bent, Spidey Sensei, Matt Munoz, Chris Lemg, Twinkle Star 86. Scott Welsh, Legoland 13. I'm just singing them all out. Mormoth, Haunts, Jake Dog, Nick Bethel, Winter Bay. Oh my God. I could use a winner, bae. Bagel Boy, Murderana. Making myself laugh. Itai Berman. All of the people. Robert Turner. Cilu Bonino. Ben Rayner. PLD in the house. My amazing mom. What up, Paul Denuzio? Yeah, Patricia Petruccio. Sumner at 2100. Nidhin Chandran. Thanks everybody for being here. Shout out to all, including you, Spidey Sensei 72, who says, been listening to old KMD and MF Doom tracks all day. Totally. Roxy, what kind of music do you listen to, and what are some of your favorite artists? Wow, Spidey Sensei, I feel like you've been a fan for a long time. You haven't gathered any of the, I appreciate the question and the support, but you don't know what I listen to at all. I feel like do I not talk about music very often on this show? That's so weird because like, not to be that person, but music is my life. Like all I do all day is listen to music. I watch a lot of TV and movies too, but I grew up in the rock and roll industry. So rock and roll obviously is my number one. After that is disco. I love disco. I'm a fan of a little more old school rap and hip hop. I like anything I can dance to. I'm not a huge country person, but mad respect for that genre anyway. My favorite band are the Chili Peppers. After that, I'm obsessed with Fleetwood Mac and Bruce Springsteen. Let's see. Donna Summer, Diana Ross. Yeah. Eminem. Fucking genius that he is. Chris Cornell, Matt Munoz, good call. He's like a god to me. Yeah, those are some of them. Hopefully that helps. I love music. I'm not as up to date with new music, and it's not because I don't like new music or I think new music is trash. I just like don't know it that much, and I love what I love. So, is that bad? Shout out to Dimo Katabe, Greg LeBeau, all the people. I just keep doing that. All the people. John Guy. All right. So let's move on. Get in your Streamlabs. Get them in loud. Get them in proud. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. I'll be with you guys all day today because I'm here now. And then I've got my World Girl meeting. And then we go live for World Girl Sunday for our wind down. We're doing things a little differently now, though. We'll be announcing our January slate and what we're doing on Sundays and all of that good kind of stuff. So make sure you tune in for that. Apollo 3JP in the Streamlabs says, Roxanne Striar. What, are you mad at me or something? How are you doing on this fine Sunday afternoon? Here's to a great 2021. Heard you're Cancer. So is your boy. July 21st. Us Cancers need to stick together. Apollo, July 21st. So that makes you a cusp baby, right? You're Cancer, but we're almost a Leo. Interesting. You do, I will say to you, Apollo, you strike me as more of a Gemini. I see some Cancer tendencies. Not that I know everything about you. But interesting. Cancer men and women are very different, but both got a lot of interesting tendencies. Cancers are a wild group. I'm not the one sitting here being like, Cancers are the best. Some of us are better than others. You're one of the good ones. All right. Are you going to read the podcast reviews? Greg, okay, that's a good call. I'll do that at the end of this if there are any more. There weren't any more for a while, but I will get to any of the new ones, and we will see. We'll see what's going on there. Also, by the way, guys, I've been watching Morning Show, binging it. Holy shit, that show is so fucking good. It took me a while. I also don't understand Apple TV. Why do I get it for free? I just went to the app. I don't pay for it. I don't even want to say that out loud because are they going to cancel it? I didn't realize that was the case. But I just go to the Apple TV app on my Roku and it plays. I wonder why that is. Very peculiar, I might say. All right, let's get to these 21 things. At first, I did these in order of what was coming first, but then a lot of them don't have exact dates, so we're kind of going to jump all over the place. But for number one, the first thing to look forward to in 2021, on January 15th, WandaVision is coming. Now, listen, if you are not nerdy, then a lot of things on this list are not going to be for you. But WandaVision, I am so excited for. I'm nervous about. I don't understand the direction they're going in with this. I don't really know what it's going to lead into, but she's my favorite character in the MCU, and at least in this iteration of the MCU. And I'm really, really super duper here for this. So looking forward to this. You know, I'm a massive TV fan, so a lot of things on this list are television. This will start the year off right. I still haven't watched Cobra Kai yet. That was the first show that I think dropped this year that I was really excited for. I will get on that after I do morning show, but WandaVision coming quick. So that came in. That's only in like a week and a few more days. It's less than 2 weeks. It's less than 2 weeks away. That is crazy when we get these MCU shows starting off. Wild. In the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Hitman Hudson says, have you heard about all of this Ken Jennings anti-Semitism drama that's unfolding today on Twitter? I thought you were going to say something to look forward to. I'm appalled at Jennings personally for defending his podcast co-host. I'm curious to see what your thoughts are. I saw a little bit on it. Honestly, I haven't listened fully, so I don't want to say anything yet. What I saw was not great, but I will look into it more for tomorrow. Anti-Semitism. 2020 made a huge... Look at you, anti-Semitism, making a comeback. Go boy. Something I'm looking forward to in 2021. Shutting down anti-Semites. Boom. All right, the second thing that I'm looking forward to in that's coming in January of this year, of course, on January 20th, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are taking office. This is probably the number one thing on my list for the entire year. As much as I love TV and I love movies and I love all the other things I'm going to discuss on this list today, this is the thing. Like, Trump's no longer going to be our president. We're getting a new fucking president. We're getting a new vice president. It's the first time that there's going to be a woman, person of color. Like, I mean, there's so many major milestones that we're hitting. That's going to happen on the 20th. So, yes, also because how I start the show, Brett Hankinson, Miles Cosgrove, Jonathan Magley. It's not just them. There's so many people. I'm looking forward to what they do in office. I'm sure I will be underwhelmed, but at least it won't be what we fucking have right now. So yes to this. Yes to January 20th. Get in your things. What are you looking forward to? Coming up in May, which who knows what's going to happen here. I have a feeling this movie will be a movie we see this year. I don't know if it's going to be May 7th or what's going to happen or how it's going to be seen, but Black Widow, I mean, if you are an MCU fan, if you've been watching these nerd movies for as long as I have, if you have been paying attention at all, then I think Black Widow is something to be looking out for. I don't know what this... I'm hoping for great things for this movie. I think this movie should have taken place a lot earlier. I mean, in terms of not in terms of like what year the movie takes place in, but what year the movie comes out in, because I never really fully connected with Black Widow because I always wanted to know more about Black Widow. So I'm excited and I'm ready for finally there to be a Black Widow movie. Going out of the movie realm for my fourth thing, we're jumping into just like the Earth, planet Earth. This is kind of cool. There's going to be a total lunar eclipse on May 26th. I'm kind of into this stuff. Growing up, whenever anything was happening at night, my dad would wake me up to go see it, or if it was while I was still awake, we would walk outside and go look at it. It was a lot easier in Newton, Massachusetts from my house where you could see all the stars. In LA, things kind of look like shit, but this is still something that I get excited for. I love the moon. Not as much as I love the sun. Steph is a sun person. I am a moon person, but that doesn't mean I don't love the moon. There's a lot of power in the moon, and this is pretty cool. So, yeah, the last time this happened, I believe, was in 2019, and Newsweek put out an article about this taking place this year, saying the U.S. government had just shut down. President Trump reported a lot of progress of denuclearization of North Korea. And Michael Cohen was still blabbing about his former boss. In the meantime, the news has gotten even worse, but the beauty is so-called blood moon remains unchanged. The next total lunar eclipse is scheduled for May 26th over the skies of Japan, Australia, New Zealand, Hawaii, and the western U.S. If the weather allows, the moon will turn a deep orange and stay that way for about 14 minutes. How cool is that? How cool is that? I don't know if any of you guys get excited about that stuff, but big fan of the moon. Big fan of things like this. So I'm excited for that total lunar eclipse. I don't want to miss it in May. We'll remind each other about it. hopefully we'll be in a way different place then. Hopefully the world will be in a completely different place. What are you guys thinking? Let's go into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. What are you looking forward to this year in your personal lives, in your professional lives, in the world of entertainment? Let me know. Leonard Kim in the Streamlabs says, hey, Roxy, I hope today has treated you well. Have you managed to finish Ted Lasso? The finale is a doozy, and I'd love to hear what you think. Also, please extend my gratitude to DJ Wooldridge. He got me hooked on The Expanse. I'm loving it. DJ's the best. Obsessed with him. Yes, I finished Ted Lasso. It was amazing. Love the finale. Don't want to give spoilers because I know a lot of you guys haven't seen it yet. But yeah, I love this show. I think it's great. And something to look forward to in season 2 is in 2021 is that we're going to get a season 2 of Ted Lasso, which is exciting. And something else to look forward to, I'm still working with DJ in 2021. So you, without knowing it, Leonard Kim, just named some things to look forward to. I still never seen The Expanse. I would love to, though, because he talks very highly of it. Thanks to Jake Yacovetta for putting the Streamlabs link in here. Appreciate it, you guys. You are awesome. Let's see what you guys are talking about in the chat. Nick Bethel says, Halloween's coming early this year. What, with the blood moon? Moo, ah, ah, ah. What was that sound? Who the fuck knows? Let's move on to the 5th thing on my list, which is Shang-Chi. That's coming in July 9th. Everything that they're talking about with this movie looks like it will be badass. I have no reason to think anything other than this will be one of the great comic book movies. So why not look forward to it? Again, who knows what's going to be happening with its release exactly, because we are in a global pandemic. But it coming in July looks pretty good for it, at least in some situations. So I'm stoked on this one, and definitely something to look out for. Then on July 23rd, apparently July 23rd to August 8th, still slated or got pushed to the Summer Olympics in Tokyo. I don't know what's going to happen here, but if this does happen, this will be so fucking something to look forward to, because if our world is in a state where we can have the Olympics in the summer, then I'm feeling really, really fucking good. In Tokyo? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. I want to watch the Olympics. I've never been like this, like crazy, oh my God, I love the Olympics. But I do feel like this year it will be so great because we could really use something to come together as a world that we're all watching, we're all looking out for. It's friendly competition. I know it's more than that, but still like positive and exciting and things for countries to get like feel united about. I think it's pretty cool. August 6th, come hell or high water, we'll be watching it at home or in theaters, depending on what you are doing. The Suicide Squad. What is this, some kind of Suicide Squad? James Gunn has gotten me so on board for this film that if this isn't great, I will be shocked. He says it's his favorite project or the most fun he's ever had working on a movie, which is wild. The cast is so stacked, it's not even funny. Obviously, they said that they were going to be dropping it on HBO Max, but I think that's with simultaneous theater releases. So, yeah. Suicide Squad's like top 3 movies for me coming out this year, I think. I'm really, really stoked for that. Staying in the nerd world, November 5th, Eternals, that's the 8th thing to get excited about. Eternals is something that I haven't understood totally since they announced it, since Marvel announced it. Looking more into it, I was like, this seems kind of fucking cool. It seems like this could be the future of what they're doing in Marvel, and I'm here for it. Shake shit up. Test it out. No, that looked like I was doing something else. I meant shake shit up. This is just picture a alcohol shaker. That's what this is. Alcohol shaker, not like this. Like this. Woo, rocks. What are you guys excited for? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Get them in. Say them loud. Say them proud. Lloyd Nance in the Streamlabs says, the moon steals the sun's shine. So fucking true, Lloyd. So fucking poignant and true. Yes. I don't know. Hitman Hudson says, in 2021, I'm looking forward to fulfilling my New Year's resolutions, doing more for the poor in my community, reading 36 new books, getting healthier, and making at least a 3.3 GPA for each semester. That's awesome. Loving this. Y36 books. 3.3 GPA. Is there a specific reason? Does that put you on like some kind of a list, or is that just a random number that you picked? Or what is that, a B plus average? I don't even remember. It's been so long since I've been in school. It's crazy how long it's been since I've been in school. I don't think about that ever. I'd love to know more, Hitman Hudson. Let us know, and let us know what you guys tell me. What are you stoked about in 2021? It can be personal. It can be entertainment related. It can be silly. It can be large. It can be big. You could be getting married. You could be having a baby. You could be quitting your job. You could be hiking somewhere. Want to know it all because I'm like low-key obsessed with you guys. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs says, Chunk, I know you just said you haven't watched season 3 of Cobra Kai yet. Can we get a full season spoiler review when you have? And also, definitely looking forward to all of the upcoming MCU shows on Disney Plus, spoiler reviews for WandaVision and that stuff. Yeah, definitely for WandaVision and stuff. It doesn't seem like many of you guys, of my people, watch Cobra Kai, so it kind of will depend on that. But, I'll follow your guys' lead on that. November 19th, something that I'm excited for because especially with all the drama going around recently. Mission Impossible 7. I love the Mission Impossible movies. They're larger than life. They're so fucking wild. I'm super duper here for this. And then after the COVID rant on set, which, you know, I was here for what Tom Cruise said. I totally understood. It's like, bring on the heat. This movie's gonna be sick. And if it's not, at least it's gonna be big. And right now, I could use some big. I could use some distraction. I could use it all. All right, December 10th. I know this is one that a lot of you guys aren't looking forward to as much as I'm looking forward to it, but I love this, the original movie so much. It was my mom's like second favorite movie of all time. It's up there for me. I think it's got some of the greatest music, but it hasn't aged as well as some other films in terms of like how the casting process was done back then and whatnot. So West Side Story, I am so here for this. Steven Spielberg, what's his take on this? Ansel Elgort, I'm excited to see him. The girl they cast is Maria, who they just like plucked right off the stage in high school or some shit. Wild. Yeah, bring this one on. Can't come soon enough. Can't believe I have to wait a whole year for it. Speaking of waiting a whole year, I believe a Spider-Man movie is coming out right before Christmas, December 17th. Imagine like this time next year, a couple weeks earlier than this next year, you're going to see Spider-Man in fucking theaters for Christmas time. Ah! Like that will be, I mean, guys, it's very possible. It's very possible. I'm thinking about all the people who are going to be in the Spider-Man movie. That cast is like more stacked than any other cast I've ever seen. This is going to be a fully loaded Spidey movie, and I'm living for it. John in here says all of Spider-Man's. Yeah, it's all of the Spider-Man's. Spider-Man, 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 Spider-Man. Like what Into the Spider-Verse did. So many different Spideys. This is so many Spideys. And so many Spidey villains. I mean, who knows? It could end up being like shit. But either, no matter what, I feel like I'm going to enjoy myself because it's just fucking wild. What about you guys? What are you looking forward to in 2021? I tried to keep mine less personal about me because, you know, like looking forward to moving apartments. I'm looking forward to getting new jobs. I'm looking forward to not living paycheck to paycheck kind of thing. But, you know, those are not as relatable. Well, maybe they are relatable, but they're not as universal. Like all these things are things that everybody everywhere can look forward to. Speaking of everybody everywhere can look forward to, number 12 on my list, vaccinations rollout. This is right up there with Joe Biden. I'm so excited that vaccinations are rolling out this year. Like this is the year that we get vaccinated. I know in 2021, I will be vaccinated. I'm going to be vaccinated against this fucking psychotic COVID virus. I'm going to have the vaccine. Grammy and Papa are going to get the vaccine. I'm going to get the vaccine. My family's going to get the vaccine. This is the year that we get vaccinated. So that's dope. Like, what's doper than that? And the vaccination will help us get to all the other things that we are looking forward to in 2021, which is why vaccinations are a must. Don't be somebody who is anti-vax. It does not make sense at all. I don't get it. Ugh. It's vaccinations. All right, going into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Oh my god. Okay, LD said, I finally came, but now his cock is really bloody. Oh my god, LD. I've never met a girl who says like cock as much as you do. It's kind of wild. So I didn't suck him off at the end. Is that okay? Also, ask about Romeo's dick in my ass tonight. Hopefully y'all can help me out. LD, you're a very aggressive talker. And I'm aggressive, but it is wild. I'm so happy for you that you finally came. That's amazing. But why was his penis really bloody? That's not a great thing. Oh, why? Because you did it while you were on your period, or did it hurt? Let us know. Let us know, LD. A little confusing, but okay. Vinny, original 151 says, what a time to join. Hi, friends. Vinny, what you know about LD? What you know? Daryl says, wow. Total wow. I mean, things to look forward to in 2021. Many of us will come this year. Some from ourselves, some from other people. It's just a whole, you just never really know. All right, on to number 13. And get in your Streamlabs and your Super Chats and let me know what you guys are excited about. Number 13 is TBD, because we don't know the exact date because it's continued to move. So I'm just not even going to put out the current date because we just don't know. So I'm just going to sit patiently and wait. There's going to be a Friends reunion special. This year, there will be a Friends reunion special. Friends reunion special. Are you hearing me? Does anybody care about me? Because if you care about me at all, then obviously you know what a big fucking deal this is. And one of the main reasons that I was like, I have to watch the morning show. Jennifer Aniston. How can I call myself the biggest Friends fan ever when I'm not out here watching Jennifer Aniston's next project? I try to keep up with everything they do. Love the stuff that they put out. But come on, none of it beats a Friends reunion special. What are they going to do with this? I don't even know. I don't even care. I'm here for it. This is huge. It's a big fucking deal. Big deal. Spidey Sensei says, if LD moves to LA, what are the chances she becomes your roommate and these streams become even more epic with the LD stories? I don't think so, because she's 18. So I'm definitely, I'm going to be 30. I'm in a very different stage of my life. But I wish LD nothing but the best and hope that she moves here. If she is doing very well in her career and takes that leap, it will be huge. Just like Romeo's penis, apparently. Oh, Rox, she went there. What? Come on. Nobody. Sometimes you got to be your own hype girl. Get those Streamlabs in. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. What are you looking forward to this year? Going to my number 14. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yes. If you're a fan of the MCU, this one seems like such a no-brainer. Of all of them, this one kind of it just seems like a total no-brainer. On that note, right after that, TBD on when exactly, but Loki. Yeah. Total no-brainer also. Love me some Loki. This series could be very mischievous and fun, or it could not be great, but it still at least is a Loki show. So I guess I'm just stating the obvious. Some shows are good. Some shows are not good. But this one stars Loki. So that gives it a chance of being as good as it could possibly be. Vinny says Loki looks hype. I kind of agree. This one's not nerddom, but I love this show, and I still think it's one of the most underrated shows. And maybe it's because a lot of people don't have don't have it. Don't have Hulu. Although, like, it's 2021. I feel like most people have access to this. Handmaid's Tale. Yo, this show's depressing as fuck. And in a year where you guys know, I'm mostly watching comedies. This show is something that I will make the exception to the rule for, because Handmaid's Tale season 4, like, I need this. What the fuck's going to happen? And also, thank God Trump isn't our president anymore, so we can stop saying things like, what happens if this becomes like Handmaid's Tale? Is my friend Winston in the chat? Swaggy Bird in the house? Roxy, you have to come on the IG show and do a WandaVision review with me. I would love to. Yeah, I'm nervous about it, though. I'm nervous about all the shit that looks like all the comedy stuff. Like, how long are they going to go with that gimmick of the Mary Tyler Moore stuff? I'm stoked because she is everything to me. But if people are talking about this tying into Doctor Strange stuff, and you guys know I don't like Doctor Strange, so a lot could go wrong here with me, but a lot could go right. I'm trying to tone down my anticipation level so that I don't fuck this up for myself. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Going into Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. All right. Let's see. LD says, yes, on my period, heavy flow when he was in me. Sorry for saying cock and dick. I thought I didn't have to censor myself here. I'll tone it down. Sorry, coach. Why? Sorry. I didn't say it's bad that you say it. LD, it was just a comment. Romeo's penis isn't big. It's short and fat. Correction. LOL, it's okay. You don't want to live with me, but I would love to meet you if that would be weird. You know when safe. Love you, coach. LD, say cock and dick all you want. It's just, I think that's why, there's the people in the chat that doubt that you're real. And you just got on social media. I saw all of that. So I'm excited about that, because then you can prove to everybody, all the haters, that you really are you. But I think I'm commenting on it because I think that's why that we don't hear many people be like, his cock is really bloody. It's just not something we hear that often. But you speak how you want to speak. I have a fucking potty mouth too. People have gotten on my shit for years about, I'm not very ladylike, or I don't speak very appropriately. I don't fucking care. Say what you want. You do not need to censor yourself with us. Do your thing. I was just commenting on it because it's kind of funny. Because you're 18, so you say shit like his short, fat cock. I love that. I'm living for you, LD. And I love that you're getting laid. That's awesome. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Garth says LD is real. I thought it was PLD, just cutting and pasting from old Penthouse letters. Oh, PLD, just LD. Ha, ha, ha. What is even happening anymore? What are you guys looking forward to this year? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, or right here in the super chat. Legoland says ladylike. Psh, fuck that. Yeah, I agree. Also, yeah, I just agree. Okay, number 17, TBD, but the Lord of the Rings series. I'm not like a diehard Lord of the Rings person. I've told you guys many times that I've watched Lord of the Rings several times. I like nerd stuff. And so Lord of the Rings fits that category. There's some great lessons in there. It's really beautifully done. But I'm not the person to like tell you. I mean, I barely can fucking name all the characters in Lord of the Rings. So I'm not like this diehard. But the way that Rachel Cushing and my people who love Lord of the Rings talk about this show, I'm like, holy shit. Hopefully this is the show. I don't know why there's not going to be a Harry Potter series. I feel like it's so bizarre that we are getting a Lord of the Rings show before we're getting a Harry Potter show. I know those two things have nothing to do with each other. I just think we're living in strange times that we're getting a Lord of the Rings show. But I'm excited for this. Not as excited as I am, though, for number 18, which is Ozark Season 4. I think that you guys know because I did this on my show, but Ozark was number 1 on my dramas list because that show is phenomenal. That is, to me, it's just as good as Breaking Bad, if not better. It's like the suspense, the performances, everything about it. I love it. I love drug shows in general, too, though. So, or like, not drug shows, crime, suspense, like laundering, money, shit like that do have drugs in them usually. So I love all that stuff, and I'm very, very excited for Ozark. Number 19, My Little Nerd Heart. You guys know I hosted this for Netflix, their after show, their official after show for the first season. I was very involved with the Stranger Things world, and then for AfterBuzz TV also. And Stranger Things season 4 is coming this year, and this show's great and brings like everybody together. It feels like a water cooler show. It feels like people of all different ages watch it. It feels like all this stuff that just like this was what I just said. It's like it like feels like all this stuff that like, you know, very articulate rocks, well spoken. Way to go. Winston, do you watch Are You the One? I've never seen it. I have a few friends who were on it. I used to watch The Challenge. I'm obsessed with Big Brother, but not Are You the One? I've never seen a single episode. And you're addicted to it? Really? I feel like I don't hear many people talk about it. Why are you addicted? And should I go on it? I'm so alone. No, I'm not. I have you guys. Number 20 on my list. This has nothing to do with entertainment, just an exciting thing for this country and the world, I guess. Rec weed is available in 4 more states this year. That's something to look forward to in 2021. As a huge cannabis supporter, as you guys know I am, I look forward to the day where it's not just state by state, but eventually the entire fucking country and world one day has legal rec cannabis. I cannot believe how far we've made it without having this plant be legal. It is crazy. It's fucked up. It's obviously ass backwards for all kinds of reasons on why this drug is so illegal. But in January, which is now New Jersey and Montana, become legal rec states. And in March, April, Arizona, I don't know whether it's March or April. It says March/April. So usually it's the second one. Arizona becomes rec legal and South Dakota becomes rec legal in July. So those are all great. These states are going to join their brothers and sisters in Alaska, California, Colorado, Illinois, Maine, Massachusetts, Michigan, Nevada, Oregon, Vermont, and Washington. Could be a while, though, before residents in the 4 newest states are able to kind of stock up. We know that these things take time, but hey, at least we're making an effort. We're working towards it. So 4 more states having legal rec cannabis. Yes. Going back, Swaggy Blurred. Don't go on it. You're too grown for it now, but it's trash TV at its best. Oh, I'm too grown for so many things. I called my ex-boyfriend today, who turned 30 today, and I said, and I told you guys, I have him and his fiance on my fridge because they're engaged and they sent me a save the date for their wedding. And it's like one of the only things on my fridge, which is truly fucking bizarre. But I called him today for his birthday because we're still very good friends. And I adore him. And I was just like, happy birthday, happy 30th. What are you doing? He's like, well, we're in quarantine, blah, blah, blah. As we're talking, I'm just like, it is so weird that we are in an age where like, that is my life. Where like, I'm about to be fucking 30. He was like, we're grown ass adults. What's going on with you? I'm like, I don't know. You're a fucking grown ass adult. Here you are getting like engaged and having a nephew and like living a different life. And like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like trying every day, waking up and giving a fuck and working on it. But like, I didn't say that to him. Well, sometimes he tunes in my show, so maybe he's hearing it now, but probably not on his birthday because he definitely has better things to do than that. But just like, what the fuck? Winston says, it's 21-year-olds just getting wasted, fucking and fighting while trying to win $1 million together. Yeah, not a bad premise. Not a bad fucking premise. And number 21 on my list, which is kind of cheating because I had so many things at the end, I just kind of put them all together, is at some point this year, things are going to be returning. And I put Broadway, live concerts, and theme parks. Some theme parks are already back open, but I mean like safe theme parks. It's the 50th anniversary of the Disney World is this year. Broadway, I think Hamilton's coming back in July, and Broadway is supposed to be slated to open back up in May. People are already trying to figure out their concert touring schedule for the latter half of 2021 or the second half. So, you know, once we're 50 to 70% vaccinated and they're considering that to be herd immunity, then we are going to be recommended that we don't need to even wear masks anymore. And that's going to be a time in which we can fucking live our lives, which is this year. This year, we get back to living our motherfucking lives. Put it in my life. I said my motherfucking life. That's not the lyric, Roxy. It's fine. So let me hear from you guys. What are we looking forward to? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. That was my list. I want to hear from you. There's also a few honorable mentions I put at the bottom, but LD123 says, also, since Winston is in there, we are watching Superstore while we were together, and I yelled out, wow, Winston Marshall, while he was in me. I was embarrassed, but maybe he would be proud. LD, you were watching Superstore while you were having sex? Winston, that basically means that you were porn for somebody. That's what just happened. I don't even know what to make of that. I don't even know what to make of that, LD. I don't know what to make of that. Swaggy Blurred is laughing. I mean, like, I that wouldn't, like, watching a TV show like that wouldn't do it for me. Maybe that's why you're having a hard time coming. Like, too many distractions. I don't know. Swaggy Blurs at LD called me out during sex. I've made it. As a porn star, Winston. You've officially made it as a porn star. Congratulations, honey. Congrats. All right, we are going to be getting out of here soon, guys. So any last minute Streamlabs, get them in. A few honorable mentions for shows that I didn't mention because you guys know shows are where it's at for me. Dexter, Pose, Succession, Insecure, all dropping new seasons in 2021 as they've announced. So those are definitely exciting things. I told you guys that I would read some of these podcast reviews. It's strange how we decide to emphasize which words. Like, I was like, podcast. Whoa, don't yell at me. Stop fucking yelling at me. Do you guys remember? Stop looking at me, Swan. Just wondering. If you don't, that's okay, because I'm clearly losing my mind. All right. Live with Roxy on Apple Podcasts. If you haven't rated and reviewed and subscribed and all that stuff, please do. It really does help me, and I appreciate it. They all make a massive difference in that I was asked if I was going to read any of the reviews. I was assuming that meant that there were going to be more reviews, but there aren't any. The last review is from December 8th. And it says a wonderful daily show, which I really appreciate, but I already read that. Get these reviews in, guys. They're free. It's free for you. It's free for me. Thanks for not going KKG. That was our rival sorority. I don't even know if it was rival. Also, I deactivated. Also, I was kind of kicked out of my sorority. Also, I was never supposed to be a sorority girl. So not who I am. What does that mean? Oh, I don't know. All right, shout out goodbye to all of my friends. I'll give a shout out to anybody who wants it, anybody who needs it. I know that you guys probably, like me, are tired of not feeling seen or heard or valued or anything, as we're alone in our fucking homes during this wild ass time. So I see you and I hear you and I love you and I appreciate you, and I could not fucking do this without you. Cinema Garia, Ben Rayner, Daryl Lay, Varun Joshi, maybe that's Yoshi. The Swaggablers, Sumner 2100, Mark Jason Ali, Matt Munoz, Jake Yacovetta, Nick Bethel, Andrew Thomas, Garth McMurray, Legoland. I despise sororities. The horror. Some of them are okay. Not all of them. Jeff Aaron, Ace Money, Bruce Banner, Ryan Payne, Manny Gonzalez, Winston giving me a heart. I appreciate that. Jeremy Miller, can you put Sumner 2100, Murderanta, insert rabbit here? That sounds sexual and wrong. Bagel Boy, Stefan Zubel, all the people tonight. I believe after this, go check out Winston. I think he's doing a Sunday Fun Day. He'll let us know in the chat right now. And then after that, come check us out for our World Girls Wind Down. We've got our big Well, we've had so many meetings recently, which I love because I'm obsessed with them. But we've got a big meeting before that where we're figuring out, finalizing all of our Patreon tiers. And tonight we'll talk about that. We'll talk about our January slate. We'll talk about our Sunday shows. And that's 7 p.m. We've officially moved the time of the show on Sundays to 7 p.m. Pacific time. So make sure you check that out. We moved an hour earlier for our East Coast friends, so they don't have to do it so late. So we will see you there for that. Bear Hudson in the Super Chat says, please, Georgia voters, please vote Ralph Warlock. And it's vital that we take the House. Justice Andre Hill, please his story. What's please his story mean? Thank you, Bear, for reminding everybody in Georgia that their vote counts and it matters and all that stuff. Very important. Yeah. I just got tired from my workout. But I'm still on one because I love you guys. Stay safe, stay sane, make your beds, put down the toilet seat. Remember, 2021, already we're in it, but it's not too late to start your goals. Just because you didn't hit things on the 1st and 2nd doesn't mean that you won't hit them on the 3rd. Much love to all my people, and I'll see you guys tonight for the wind down and tomorrow for Live at the Roxy because we in this bitch every day. For how long? Who the fuck knows? Just join me tomorrow.